Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about my fourth semester of being in my BSN-DNP program. So if you're interested, stay tuned. If you have followed me for a while, you know that this is what I do. My name is Chi, okay? I'm a current BSN-DNP program student. Let's reverse that, okay? Current BSN-DNP student, all right? And each semester, I just have a recap of what classes I took, how hard, what was going on in my life. That way, when you get to this semester in life, you can have an idea of what you're getting yourself into, okay? So I really don't like to say what program I'm in, just personal reasons, but if you happen to know the program I'm in and you're applying, good luck. It is a great program. It gets better. But anyway, let's talk about this semester. The two courses that I took were health policy and advanced pathophysiology. Ooh, okay. Just hearing the words right now just brings me back traumatic memories. Not really, but that course was tough, and hence why I kind of withdrew from YouTube, because I rather get my actual life together than come on here and flex and front for y'all. I keep it 100. I keep it real. So when I tell you I had to be like YouTube, I had to pause. I had to. And I'm super glad I did, because I love my GPA, so cannot complain. So health policy, it was a good class, not one that I really particularly care for, because I don't really care for politics, but in terms of, it was really fun in terms of the fact that we had the presidential and vice presidential debates and the elections going on. So in the course, we were able to, the course assignments lined up perfectly with the elections, and I felt super informed through all the research we did, the fact checking, all that stuff. So it was a good experience. So for that class, you have a health policy that you and your group are trying to get passed. So it's kind of like a mock legislative, how would you present whatever policy you're trying to get passed. So you're in a group of four, and then you decide amongst yourself, 2 people are going to be pro whatever policy you selected, 2 people will be against it. And then you work on this policy, perfecting, fill it with facts, and then at the end, you individually have a testimony, whether you're on the pro side, the con side, and you present it. So I liked it, and of course we did virtually, and it was cool. It was cool. Easy A. You just had to, make sure you had a good group and participate. And then of course we had something called, what do you call that? A self-attestation. So in this assignment, it's worth like 60% of your grade. So throughout the semester, they don't give you like, you must turn this in. They just give you all your learning objectives, everything you have to do for that semester, and you do it at your leisure. Of course, they give you due dates, like it's due here, you need to read this by this, read this. So it's very good so you don't fall behind, but at the end of the semester, everything is due. So I like that. So I was able to, one week, if I felt like I didn't have the time, I needed to focus more on patho, I didn't even touch health policy. And the week after that, I'm like, okay, patho test done, I can focus on health policy. So I like that class. You're gonna do really, really well, because it is very late. Pathophysiology. So this class, you have discussions, right? And I think our discussions were due Sunday, and then you had to reply the next couple of days. And our discussion boards were mainly on case studies. So she'll give us a case study, and then you have to answer the questions, and it's really redundant when everyone has the same answers, and then you have to go to another person and be like, you're right, Sharon, your answer was very well written, and and I'm like, bro, I agree, period. So yeah, that was the discussion portion of it. And then you had group assignments. So each week you had a different body system that you had to cover. So we did cardiovascular, we did GI, renal, whatever. So she'll split you into groups that you technically pick yourself. And you guys have some sort of presentation that you have to either turn in a PowerPoint or something. So a lot of this semester, yet again, was group work. You have to learn how to work really well as a group, how to be kind, how to be nice, because the people who you work in first semester with, you're probably gonna work with them again in another semester. And if you have a bad rep for being rude, for being mean, like, we're gonna find out. Like, people next semester are gonna be like, oh, you work with Sharon? How was Sharon? Oh, Sharon, X, Y, and Z. So just make sure that you're very kind when you're working with each other, because it follows you from semester to semester. Now, when it came to tests, there were 4 tests, and then a cumulative final, and then a HES. So, I want to tell you 6 exams in total, and you had to make an 80% to pass the class.
It's an outrage. It's a tragedy. It's like, what are we even doing? And like, why? And like, don't.
So it doesn't matter how good your other assignments were, but if you do not average out to an 80 on your exams, you're out. I started out failing the course, and then once I figured out how to study, flipped the switch. So yeah, that was definitely one of the challenging courses, and I already knew that coming in. So I implemented some strategies that I had seen from previous people who have taken the course, and that helped me be super successful in this class. So when it comes to work-life balance, so as with work, I am still a full-time travel nurse. My scheduling was really just amazing. Again, working with coworkers and supervisors who understand, like, yo, I'm in school, so please, when I ask for like Thursdays off, I have classes, so stuff like that. I didn't really have an issue with scheduling because this time I had my school schedule early enough so I could get exactly what I needed off. So blessed. During this semester, I decided to compete in a bodybuilding competition, okay, in 2 of them, and the prep for it while being in school was a lot, but thank goodness I gave it my all, and your girl was super successful. I got overall. Oh my God! Wow! If you know bodybuilding, you know how much like that's a huge deal. And I got swords, and I just want to show y'all because I mean these are like real life swords. Look at this. Like, who would trust me with a freaking sword? Look, 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 look. It's real. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so I have 2 of these bad boys, and I'm gonna cut myself. And I'm super proud of myself because it was a mental feat. It was having to get myself to push myself every morning to get up early and train and then go to work and then, you know, study was a lot, but doable when you're super determined. And if you guys want to see what my day looked like, I have my last video and you guys can watch and you can see how literally every single work day went for me, which was gym, school, gym. So the biggest advice I would have for you if you are taking this course, especially in my program, is to read the book.
Read, honey, not read. There's a difference.
And practice questions, but read the book. Like, read the book. I think that's the reason, I know that's the reason I did bad on the first exam, because I did not read the book in totality, okay? So what happens is we have a chapter review. Each chapter she goes through and she reviews it, right? And then when it gets time for your exam, you will have a exam review, right? So let's say you cover chapter 1 through 5 in the individual chapter review. Test to review for the test will cover points 1, 3, and 5, right? You get to the test. What is on the test is everything from 1 to 5. And I'm like, bro, but on the review, you didn't even say anything about this, that, but it's like, no, I covered it during the week's lecture, so what's up? So yeah, so make sure you read the book so you are not caught slipping, or make sure you do practice questions upon practice question, because it's one thing to know the knowledge, but then if you can't apply it, then that's an L, that's a loss. And so another thing that really helped me out, that's a huge tip, you have to find your study method. Once again, I sound like a broken record, but to some people this may be new. If you already know your study method and what works best for you, congratulations, but some people don't know. And in each semester, it's going to change. But like this, super colorful, like all this. But then when I took the exam and I did not do so well, I realized, okay, something has to change, something has to switch. So that's why I switched to reading, actually going through and reading and annotating for myself along with the lecture. And then I started handwriting. I felt like handwriting worked the best. So this is what my notes look like. Yes, just like my personality, these joints, they're colorful, okay? And this is how I went through each time and hand wrote everything, because that is the best way for me to learn, for me to study. And then if I need to draw pictures, I can draw pictures. And this worked really great for me. Now I don't know if it's gonna work great for the other semesters, but when I tell you having these, and not that I'm a, what do you call those people? The people who can, like, I have a photographic memory, I don't, but sometimes having these colors help me like visualize them when I'm taking the test, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wrote it in pink, it was X, Y, and Z. So find your study method, hone in on that, and do that. There's no point studying with methods that don't work for you. If you are not an audio learner, and I'm not, and I tried, and I'm not, I had to go a step further. Not only do audio, but do the handwriting, okay? So hopefully, this helps you as you enter into the 4th semester or whatever semester that you're in. Once again, it's a BSN to DNP program, so I know that it's a little bit different, and the way that our courses are lined up are going to be different from program to program. But hopefully along the line, I hope that this helps you. If it did, then go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That's where I am more up to date. And then go ahead and subscribe and follow me if you want to follow me on my journey. And I'm gonna put everything in a playlist, so that way literally it's gonna be so cool. My program is 3.5 years, but you can literally watch me grow. Sounds kind of creepy, but you can watch me progress as I start from a baby nurse who knows little about being a provider to being this bomb dope provider, changing lives and doing big things. So I'm super excited. So yeah, and I will also be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I cannot wait. I will see you guys next time. I'm so happy that you guys joined me, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.